Okay. Can you see my screen?
Yes, we can see your screen.
Okay. What about this? Can you see it?
Yes, I can see your screen. We can see your screen.
Okay. Okay. Great. All right. So if you want to get started with any of the APIs or services on FSI, okay, you have to be profiled or you need to register as a member. Okay. And I hope you know that already. So you need to have an account on the Sandbox. Okay. So once you've done that, all you need to do next is for you to create, what's it called? An application, okay? So the application in terms is just like getting access to a particular service, okay? Or getting your Sandbox key, okay, to be able to access any of the services that FSI provides, okay? So what you need to do is create an application. Initially, when you register as a member on the Sandbox, you won't have any application here on your page. So what you need to do is to create a new application, okay? And automatically a Sandbox key will be generated for you, okay? So let me show you how it looks like when you want to create an application. So you just have to specify the application name, okay? Then select the category. So the category is just like are you trying to build on, okay? Investment or banking, insurance, or any other categories, okay? You can select multiple or select, okay? That is that. And then description about the application, okay? So that you can be able to identify it when you are looking at the list of the applications on your dashboard, okay? So going back to my applications, I have one here, okay, called Sandbox Testings, okay? You can see the list of categories that I added initially. I hope you all can hear me. Yes.
Yes, we can hear you.
All right. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Yes, we can hear you, Blessing.
Hello.
Hello.
Listen, we can hear you. Listen, we can hear you.
Okay.
Still can hear you.
Okay, you got to this part where I said I've already created these categories initially and this Sandbox key.
Yes, we got up to that point.
Okay, fine. So once you create the application, it's going to redirect you to this page. Then you can see the list of the applications that you've added. Then in it, you have your Sandbox key, which is right here. If you click on this icon here, you'll be able to see it. It is hidden automatically by default. So once you click on this, you can see your Sandbox key. So this Sandbox key gives you access to make calls to the APIs and services that FSI provides, okay? So now for you to now see the list of services or APIs that FSI provides, you can go to the APIs part of your dashboard, which is this part, okay? Then you can see the list of services. We have Africa Stocking, go back. We have Sterling, FCMB, EcoBank, and all, okay? Then we have others too, okay? So you can just select anyone that you might want to work with, okay? So we have so many. So let's get started with one of these APIs, okay? So I'll just give you or show you a demo of one of them, okay? And then we can start. So I'll click on Africa Stocking, okay? So you can see what we have here initially. It's actually redirected to the documentation that we have, okay? have written on Africa stocking on FSI. Okay, so this only gives you the list of endpoints and also the requirements, which is the payload requirements and also the headers, okay, and everything. And it's going to show you how the response is going to look like, okay? So you can actually run this on your Postman right here. You can see run on Postman. So automatically, once you do that, it's going to clone this collection into your Postman workspace, okay? Then you can now do other setups and make a call to the endpoints, okay? So, but initially you can see that what we have here, we have some requirements here that you need to meet or what you need to add, okay, to your header, okay? So first of all, we have the Sandbox URL. You can see it here. So this is the URL here. And then we have the Sandbox key. So this Sandbox key right here is the key that we generated from our application initially that I showed you how to generate. Okay, let me show you again. This is it right here. Okay. Then you need to set the content type as application JSON. Okay, so these are the basic requirements for the header. You can see the description here, okay, included in your request header. It is right, it is written here. So anything that you want to do, it is already documented, and then you can see the process. So it's kind of like straightforward to get started with. It's not really hard. So let me click on run in Postman for you to see how it works. Postman format. Okay, so let me just do this. I have Postman installed already. Okay. Let me do this in here. So I import. Okay. So I've successfully imported Africa stocking APIs. Okay. You can see the documentation here, the collection. So let's say I want to work with SMS, for example. Okay. So I click on send SMS. Okay. You can see that it has a variable added already, which is taking or pointing to the variable that is assigned to this particular collection. So what you need to do is that you copy this name, okay, or you can give it any of your own custom name or remove it automatically. Just had this Sandbox URL. You can see it here. You copy it. Okay, you can actually replace it with this, or you can just go and set the variable automatically. You understand? So you can do that right here by editing it. Variables, Sandbox dash URL. Okay, I do this and I save. Okay, it's asking for Sandbox key again. So that means we need to add our Sandbox key. If I over this, you can see that the URL displays here already that I just added. So if I go to my header, you can see that Sandbox key is also here automatically. It has been added. So what you need to now do is to assign the Sandbox key, okay, and declare the variable also on the collection. So let me just copy the text. Okay. I come here, edit. Okay, which is right. I'm here already. Okay. I copy the key, paste it here. Okay. Automatically is actually here too. So then I save also. So if I go back to my send SMS and I hover this, you can see that the key is added automatically too. I mean, it's also like displaying here. Okay. So right here, you can see the parameters of the payload for this particular request is also added automatically. So that once you just click on send, it's going to automatically give you the response, okay, that this particular service, okay, is going to give you when you make a call to this particular endpoint. So I click on send. Okay, you can see that we have the response as it is on Africa's token. So this also applies to each of the APIs that we have in here also. So once you've done the necessary setup that is required in the header and also the URL, okay, you can go ahead by making any calls or sending requests, and it's going to give you a response as it is on the particular service. Okay. So right here, so I think we have the same thing here. So we have the sandbox key, and also we have the body. Okay, so I go ahead by sending this to, you can see it gives me a response. So the response is just like what we have directly from Africa's token. Okay. Yes. So that is all. Toby.
Hello.
Yeah.
Blessing, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I don't know if you might want to say something.
Yeah,
Oh no, I just wanted to have a run through. I just wanted to say, call your attention, Toby. Thank you very much, Blessing, for that. Thank you very much for that bit. Do we have any questions, or where else do you think we need to touch?
Hello.
Okay.
Hello.
Yeah.
Bernard,
Hi, Bernard. We can hear you.
Okay. Yeah. My question is, I hope this recording is going to be shared with us, because we would love a situation where we can equally go back and sit back with our team and evaluate on how to integrate this API, just like you using that of Africa's token to give us an illustration on how to go about it. I think for some of us, we're already doing one or two things with Africa's token already. But I think if this, I want to find out if this recording would also be shared with us as well. Thank you.
Bernard, we will share with you guys.
Okay, thank you very much.
We'll share the recording.
Abdulwarith, you have your hands up. You can speak now.
Yeah, is there a restriction to the number of apps that can be created? Like the number of applications that we can create, is there a restriction to it or not? Hello, can you hear me?
Farid.
Hello. Hello, can you hear me?
I can hear you, Abdulwarith.
Okay. My question is that, is there a restriction to the number of apps that we can create on the MSI Sandbox?
I think it's just one app. You're not creating more than an
just one.
Just one, yeah.
Thank you very much.
Okay, sorry, can I still ask something? Use that one app you just talked about.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, it's one app, but you are free to do any of the integration from the API that you want to integrate, right?
Very, very correct, yes.
Okay, thank you.
Sorry, any more questions?
Any more questions?
Yes. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Sir, please, if we use the API directly without connecting to the sandbox. Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, we can hear you. Go ahead.
If we can use the APIs directly, would there be consequences, sir?
All right, so this is how it works. If you want to make any call to the API, okay, you need to connect it to the sandbox. Okay, so the sandbox is just for you to generate the application key. Okay, so it's the application key that allows FSI to recognize you on the platform and gives you access, okay, to make calls to the endpoints. So if you don't provide the Sandbox key, it's not going to allow you, it's going to throw you an error saying your Sandbox key is either invalid or you need to add it. It's required. Okay?
Hello, I have a question here also. Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead, please.
Please shoot.
The question is on how to use the FSI code labs. How can we use that?
All right, so the FSI code labs is actually for, let me show you here. It's actually like questions, okay, or how you can use something, you understand? So you can see what we have here. Let me show you an example. Okay, you can see it's just like FAQ. You know how FAQ works. So it's just like giving you a run through on the process that you need to take. You can see the initial thing that we have there. Getting the Sandbox key, access to provider API, setting up the Postman development environment. Okay, so this is just like a run through of the same thing I've just done. Okay, so it's just like, what's it called? The process, okay, to take you through running the APIs and services. That's all. But you can see it right. You can see it right here, and it's just a description, okay, on the process. That's all.
Is there any other question from any other person?
Yeah.
Do we have any other question? Okay, over to you, Toby, then.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, thank you everyone. In the absence of any questions, I think if you need anything and you didn't access, you can always send a mail to us or call me at any time.
Okay, Joseph, I can see your hand up. You can speak.
Okay, good afternoon. Can you hear me?
Yeah, good afternoon. We can hear you.
Okay, I wanted to ask a question.